We left off the last video by showing that we'd be predicting probabilities for each budget line item. Let's be clear what this looks like in practice. For example, we'll say we are predicting the hair type and eye color of people. We have the categories curly, straight, and wavy for hair, and brown and blue for eyes. If we are predicting probabilities, we need a probability for each possible value in each column. In this case, the target would have the columns for each hair type and for each eye color. Later in the course, we'll talk about how to perform this transformation. We'll begin by loading our data. As an example, in this video, we'll work with a small sample data set. For the exercises, you'll be loading the actual school budget data set. You've seen pandas functions for loading data before, and in this case, we'll be working with a file of comma-separated values, a CSV. First, we'll import pandas, giving it the alias PD, so we don't have to type pandas every time we want to use a function. We'll use the function readCSV and pass it the file name to our dataset. Then the function head shows us the first 5 rows of the DataFrame and the column names. We can see this sample dataset has both numeric data and text data. The function info tells us, yep, you guessed it, a bit more information about our dataset. Importantly, it tells us the data type of each column. Columns that can be recognized as a numeric type, integers and floats, will be recognized as such. Columns that can't will get the generic type of object. Additionally, info tells us if any of the columns have missing values. As we can see, the column with missing has 95 non-null entries, which means there are 5 rows that have a missing value in the with missing column. The next summary function we want to use is describe. This function gives us summary statistics of our numeric columns in our data frame. In addition to also giving us a hint about missing values with count, we can get a sense for the mean, standard deviation, minimum, and maximum of the column. Now it's your turn to load the actual data set we'll be working with using readCSV, and then look at what it contains with the functions head, info, and describe.